Is it true that you dropped a TS7 clue in this video?
Actually, I dropped 7 clues.
Did Todrick Hall shade Beyonce? Is Todrick Hall collabing with Taylor Swift? And is Todrick Hall starring in a Disney live action film? Do we have your attention?
Yep, we have the T-Hunty.
Yes, guys, welcome back. This is the first ever edition of Rumor Patrol Celeb Takeover.
I feel so honored.
Todrick, y'all do not understand how long this has been in the making. First of all, I have literally been a fan of Todrick for years, to the point where I can go back through the DMs in my Twitter messages where I asked him to interview back in 2013 after I saw him in Ralph's. And he was like, yeah, I'm down. It didn't end up working out, but full circle moment right here.
Yes, full circle of life, actually.
Listen,
how
circle
fitting.
of life. I'm so happy that you're here and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you and your gym membership, but we'll talk about that later. Yes, God, I was like, oh, look at this shirt, honey.
Listen,
let me make sure these arms
this was
are
on
out.
sale at Zara, y'all.
Shout out to Zara.
Before we get into this, first of all, if you haven't already, go look at his recent videos, specifically my favorite, Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels.
I'm a big deal.
But also I like boys, but if you want to go back in the catalog, go to Beauty and the Beat, go to Splits on Trees, go to freaking Beyonce, End of Time, and Target. When I tell you, I was a fan and still am. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Well, I know that you're a fan when you can say Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels so quickly because I do a lot of interviews and no one can say that.
I do a lot of interviews and no one can say that.
So you've already earned like 8 million points.
AJ tagged you in the video where I had the fan in the car and I was like going to the beat. Obsessed. But let's get into it. So this is the first ever edition of Rumor Patrol Celeb Takeover. If you watch Rumor Patrol, you know we break down the biggest celebrity rumors. Well, this episode is all about Todrick Hall. Are you ready? You're in the hot seat.
I was born ready.
Okay, here we go. The first one. Is it true that Todrick Hall shaded Beyonce? So this all came from a recent Insta story where Todrick essentially showed a clip of a band and he said, are they copying Beyonce too?
Yeah.
So there was some backlash. Was that shade towards Beyonce or were you just saying, this isn't, like what is it?
Well, first of all, I would never shade Beyonce.
Exactly.
That's blasphemous, okay? So let's just get that out in the open. But it was more shade towards the people that are on Twitter that are trolling, that come at people all the time for stealing things from Beyonce. Like, I sometimes feel that if someone had twins, they'd be like, you copied Beyonce. I think that Beyonce is unbothered. It is very known to the entire world that Beyonce is the queen.
Right.
She rules the world. She runs the world. She said so in her lyrics.
She did.
We all bow down, bitches.
We bow.
It's not even a question. So when someone does something ridiculous and gets mad at someone who's my friend for having a marching band in her performance at the Billboard Awards, then sometimes I'm like, I think this is ridiculous. Every high school has a marching band. You had one, I'm sure. I had one as well.
Yeah.
Did y'all have a marching band back there? You had a marching band? They're white, by the way, back there. So it's, yeah, it's so everybody had a marching band, their own version of a marching band. And I think that Beyonce and Blue Ivy and Sir and everybody is going to be okay if everyone has a marching band. So it was a little shady, but it was never shade to Beyonce. It was just shade to the specific people on the internet who get mad.
I get that, and we talk about this in our shows all the time now because it seems like you can't tweet or say anything without it being crucified and criticized. Do you feel like because you're on the level that you are, that anything you say is gonna get extra scrutiny?
I do feel like that, and sometimes I just feel like, I mean, I know Beyonce and I know Taylor, and I think that they are both great friends.
Yeah.
I know that they're both great friends, so I don't understand what the issue is, and sometimes it's hilarious to me that I get canceled from the Beehive, which is not possible because I'm a, top tier Beehive member, and I even have a Beyonce tattooed on my wrist.
You don't know, didn't you, back in the day you choreographed, was it Blow?
Yeah.
Y'all, when I saw that,
I saw Beyonce at the GLAAD Awards, and
Yeah.
she came over and said hi, and I see Miss Tina often, and I just love Beyonce, so I think it's funny that people get upset about those things. Beyonce is on such a massive level that I know that she's not concerned. In fact, I'm sure she's flattered when people are inspired by the things that she does, just as she has been inspired by Tina Turner and Michael Jackson. I think that's the way the world evolves and the way art continues to grow and is...
My phone? Wait a minute. Y'all see my case falling apart too?
Y'all see
Hot
what's
mess.
going on?
Just broke my
Unprofessional.
phone.
I can't work like
Broke
this.
my phone
I'm taking the mic
twice.
off.
Twice. So this is something. Okay. By the way, some of these rumors came off the internet. Some of them I just made up and just something I'm curious about. So
Okay, cool.
This one is something that I won't say. Is it true that Todrick is doing a collab song with Taylor Swift on TS7 or on House Party Part 2?
That is, I wish I could say that that was true, but it's not actually true. But who knows? Because
Yeah.
House Party 2 and House Party 3 have not been out yet. And Taylor and I are very, very last minute type of people.
Yeah.
So I could go over to her house and we could be inspired and something could happen. I would love to collaborate with her one day, but it needs to be the right thing.
right
You know,
thing.
you don't call in a favor from one of your best friends who just happens
Right.
to be the biggest pop star in the world, next to Beyonce. To ask them to just do some song you just threw together. You know, it would have to be the right thing. But I feel like we're gonna be friends for a long time, so a collaboration could happen, even if it's just a drunken song at our weddings. One of our weddings, that would be a cute situation as well.
Well, I will say congrats again on You Need to Calm Down.
Thank
Got
you.
so many nominations at the VMAs. That video was so epic, but there was a rumor, because this is Rumor Patrol,
Okay.
that was going around that Taylor and Katy were supposed to kiss in the video. Now, I know you were co-executive producer. I don't know where that came from, but that's out there on the internet. That actually is from the internet.
I think that's really funny, but no, that was never even an option. That was nothing that was ever talked about, and I don't think that Taylor or Katy would have been. I mean, I'm sure they would have been like, okay, I guess.
It would have seemed so out of place and unnecessary,
Well,
honestly.
for Taylor, maybe not for Katy. I mean, she
'Cause
does
she
have
did
a
kiss the
song
girl,
called, and
yeah.
she liked it. So, but I don't know. I don't think that would have just been like, why is that necessary? Like, are people like, okay, that's why they've had all these issues for
Right.
a while. Sexual tension, plot twist. But no, I don't think. I know for a fact that was not a real thing. That's definitely a rumor.
It's fun
created by-
having you here to debunk because we literally talk about this stuff and we're like, I don't know, maybe.
Did you think that was ever? Some
I
of these
didn't-
things are preposterous.
I didn't think that one was. However, some of the stuff we talk about on like our regular Rumor Patrol show, you'd be surprised. All right. Is it true that there are still a ton of clues in the Look What You Made Me Do music video?
Well, I don't know when you say still. I know that there's a lot of clues, and I have not personally seen everybody get all the clues.
So you know some.
I know some, but I'm not gonna say them because that's their clues. When she said the next single and the album name are in the opening song, everybody kept tweeting me, asking me about it, and of course I knew, but I was not gonna say anything. And I'm just so excited for people to hear this album because it's so beautifully written, and I love the songs, and she's just outdone herself with the lyricism, which is saying a lot because Taylor is like known for having incredible lyrics.
Right.
But I love the music. I've fallen in love with so many of the songs. I fall in love with songs sometimes that don't end up making the record. So it's really cool for me to get to be close to her and get to listen to the music and go on this like journey and then see how the song evolves and what it's like when it comes out for the audience. Sometimes I'm like scared to be humming the songs because people are like, what are you singing? And I'm like, oh, that's something I just made up. But like, it's actually one of her bops, and like I only have to listen to them once, and I'll call her and say, you know that song you played for me? That's the one.
What is it? Go and hum it real fast.
Yeah. Oh, no. See, you tried me. Can you imagine if I was like,
You're like, wait,
sure.
what?
No. I'm ready for Lover to be released so I can just now sing these songs.
Are you
on top
ready
of my
for it?
lungs.
Obviously, we talked about Look What You Made Me Do, but you were co-executive producer on You Need to Calm Down. So are there clues in that we haven't? You ain't gonna tell me nothing, Todrick? Blink for these, blink for these hoes. I'm done.
I'm actually on vocal rest.
I'm done.
For just that question.
I am done. Fine.
I will say that there are some hidden clues there,
Yes.
and that's all I will say.
Okay. I'm gonna show you this. This was back last Halloween.
Oh my God, I love that.
There was some Facetune that had to happen.
I think that you
It
look
was
great, but you
cracking.
definitely have a very masculine physique. You kind of look like Arsenio Hall in Coming to
Yes!
America when he's going on the
Yes!
dates.
And they're in the boot. Yes, I know
Can
exactly
you do a
what you're talking
side by
about.
side of that, please?
Yes.
You're welcome.
That is classic. That is what I look like. But you do inspire me in terms of your confidence, and I think you inspire so many people because I think by you just being you, just let people know that they don't have to shy away from being who they are or just expressing themselves in a different way or just trying something new. So,
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I never realized how much you just putting on a pair of heels or putting on a lash or a nail or a hip or a hill could inspire people to be themselves. And when I started going on tour and meeting these little kids, they would always say, like, you helped me do this, you helped me be more confident, you helped me do things, or they'd be like, you helped me turn into this, and it was something far crazier than anything I've ever would dare to put on. But it's insane how you just living your truth can help somebody else live theirs. and I really, really love that.
Is it true that, now this is one I made up, y'all, but I would love it. Is it true that you're up for a role in a Disney live action film?
In my mind, I am up for all the roles. Like, there's still a chance I'm gonna be Ariel. Like,
I would live for that.
Hallie has not signed her contract
Your hair,
yet.
by the way, is everything.
Thank you.
It
very
kind of
much.
matches our set now that I look at it, the purple.
I came prepared. I would love to be in one of those. I think my time is coming. I keep auditioning for things.
Yeah.
And I just want it to be the right project. And every time I audition for something and then it comes out and I watch it, I'm like, I can see why that person got that role over me, even though I might be like slightly bitter. I know that the movie musicals are on the rise. Like the live shows that they're doing on NBC and Fox are becoming more and more popular. And so I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and when the right role comes, I can't wait to step into it and have that opportunity. But right now, no. But I would love to be Sebastian, or I would love to even just like sing like the Peabo Bryce and Celine Dion version of the song at the end of one of those movies. That would be really awesome.
That would be cool. Y'all hear that?
Disney, are you listening?
Are you listening? Okay, so these next ones are gonna be a little faster. Is it true that you love country music?
I
thought it from back in the day. You still love country music?
I love country music.
Who's your favorite artist?
I would say, I can't choose a favorite, but I would say either Hunter Hayes or Rascal Flatts.
Okay.
Which is so weird because in any other genre, I'm not a huge fan of male voices. I also love SHADE. I love Mary Morris. I love Carrie Underwood. I love Jody
Sam
Messina.
Hunt, but I don't think it's his music. I think he's just hot.
Okay, see, the thirst, I can't. I love the lyricism. I love the stories that they tell in country music. That's my favorite part.
What do you think about Old Town Road?
I like the song.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I like the song. I think it's fun. I think it's kitschy. But I'm such a huge Mariah Carey fan that even though I'm so happy for Lil Nas because he's part of the queer community and he is a man of color, I love that part of it. But I just, in my mind and my heart, wanted a song that was just like super, just like, I don't know, some amazing vocalist to come through and do something. I mean, it's Mariah Carey. Like, who would have ever thought that this would be the song that would knock her off her throne?
Listen.
But I'm here for it, and I think it's awesome that history is being made, and I love his fashion. I love that he's always shirtless and rocking a cowboy hat. He has like such a dope brand, and I do love the song.
And he has the horses in the back. So.
He does have the horses in the back.
Okay. Is it true that you're coming back for the next season of Drag Race All-Stars?
I don't want to get in trouble from RuPaul, so I don't know.
Is it true that you're dating someone new?
Well, define dating. I had a terrible, I don't know. I'm talking to a lot of people.
Okay.
I have like definitely swiped right on a lot of people. There is a specific someone who has made me stop going on Tinder as much, and so I talk to him all the time, and I really like him. But last year I was tried.com. I don't know if since you've been okay.
I remember. We don't have to go.
And we don't need to talk about it. We don't
yes.
even need to bring her back up.
Yeah.
But she tried me, and so I just am like taking love really slow, because being in this industry and having people like want to be with you for other things, like, you know, like your fame, your success, an Instagram follower or two, your connections, is really such a heartbreaking thing that I'm learning how to adjust to day by day. And so it makes me very, very apprehensive about dating new people. But the hopeless romantic in me that wants to find my Disney Prince Charming is always ready to fall in love, and there is a special someone that has caught my eye, but I don't know if we're gonna get married or not. I have not started looking for rings yet.
Oh, would he propose or would you propose?
I would probably propose, but that's just because I'm real extra, and it's probably gonna be like a flash mob underwater with like giraffes and stuff.
How do you balance like everything? Because even with my little schedule, I struggle to balance my life. So how do you balance like a love life, your career, your sanity?
Well, it's really difficult, but I don't require a lot of sleep to just be able to exist on the planet. Like, I can sleep for 3 hours and be okay. I did it last night. You're welcome. But I just love life so much, and I just take every single day as it comes, and usually my world's intertwined. So when I'm dating someone, I love to have them on set and be involved in the videos, or come to Broadway, or try to sneak them into my dressing room to hang out with me on Broadway. Not saying I have, but not saying I haven't. And I believe if you want to see someone, you will find a way.
Right.
And I'm the type of that will be like, I will meet you at 3 a.m. for IHOP. Like, if you want, I want somebody to want to be with me that bad that even if their day is packed, they will be sleep deprived, they will stay up, they will chug a Red Bull, and they will come and hang out with you in the middle of the night. And if you're not a ride or die person like that, then it's probably not going to work out for me, because in some cases, that's the only time someone can see me. So if you know anyone like that, I'm still accepting applications.
Oh, so we're still open.
It's still open
Okay.
for sure. Let's not get crazy. And I'm
Okay.
sure he's gonna see this and he already know. But
I'm gonna be stalking the Instagram, looking at Insta stories. I have some people in mind from what I've seen recently, but
okay.
offline. Is it true? Now, these I found on the internet
These
for
are
real.
some juicy questions. I
Is
have
it
to
true
say.
that you hate the Happy Birthday song?
No.
Where did I see? I saw that somewhere online. That I did not make that up.
Well, this is why I love the Happy Birthday song.
Okay.
I don't like when people sing the Happy Birthday song and they change keys 4 times so they do it.
Oh, with the shade.
That's what I don't like.
Is it true? This is a throwback fact. Is it true that you don't drink or smoke?
I don't drink and I don't smoke. I have drank before, but I can count on one hand how many drinks I've had. I've never been drunk and I've never smoked a cigarette or tried weed or anything else. I don't feel like I don't even know how to say it. Tried the weed, the pot.
I bet y'all drinking that wine too, ain't you? Just smoking them tweeds and everything.
The one time I went to Todrick's house, I went there with AJ, and it was like a group of people there. When I tell you, he had so much energy. And he was not, like, this was at least 11 o'clock at night. He had so much energy. And I remember at the time I was working some weird job at a call center, had to be up early in the morning. And it was like 3 in the morning. I'm like, AJ, I think we gotta go. He's like, oh, we're about to have movie night. I was like, at 3 in the morning? Like,
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
You remember that?
I was probably rolling around on a hoverboard or something when y'all got
it
there.
was crazy. It was crazy. And there's gonna be another thing in a second that will remind you of that night. Is it true that your favorite movie, and if this is true, or one of your favorite movies at least, is Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston?
Absolutely. Yes. That movie changed my life.
My
honestly.
life!
It changed my life. And when I became friends with Brandy, I literally was like, I don't want to be awkward, but I did bring 6 unsigned copies of this DVD and I do need you to sign them for me and a VHS. Because that movie was like, I didn't know what Broadway was when I was a kid. And I mean, it has Whitney Houston in it, Whoopi Goldberg, Bernadette Peters. Oh my God, I just can't even deal with it. I want to leave and go watch it right now. But it's just such an epic movie and it was so beautifully done. And I just want to say that Whitney Houston produced that movie with ABC. And I don't think there's been a time since then. She was so forward thinking when she decided to have a rainbow cast. And I think that it's so beautiful that as children, so many of us watch that and nobody
questioned it.
Yeah, and so the fact that people are freaking out over Halle being Ariel when that movie was such a huge success and everybody in the family was a different race and it just was so beautifully done. And I remember watching an interview of her saying, I want to create a rainbow cast. And I just think that looking back at that, it almost just gives me chills because she just had such a forward-thinking vision and she was so ahead of her time to be able to think about how important that was.
Yeah.
And it changed my life. I don't know that I would have pursued trying to be on Broadway or writing music or dance had I not seen that movie at such a young age because it took Brandy, one of the biggest stars at that time and still today, one of the most successful recording artists in the R&B world, being Cinderella, for me to look at her and be like, well, she looks like me, sort of. I mean, more now with the braids, but it was just awesome. I love it. I think it was so beautifully done and low key.
Yeah.
Some of these movie musicals today could be taking some notes.
Listen, I didn't want to say it, but you did.
I said it. I said it for both of us.
One of my favorite songs,
Okay.
and we don't have to sing a lot. Just one is in my own little corner, in my own little chair. All we have to do is sing that one part, and that will make me so happy.
Okay.
I'll let you start though, so I don't even know what key you're singing.
Okay. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be.
Wait, I lost it. Wait, one more time.
In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. That was it.
Wow, I'm sweating. That was hard. I took choir and everything.
No, that was good.
Nope, I can't.
Come on, vocals.
Listen, you ain't ready for it.
At 9 a.m.? What time is it?
Listen, it's early, y'all. It is early. Okay.
Oh, I love that movie.
That was my biggest argument when people said the whole Ariel, that controversy. Because at first, I always try to understand where people are coming from. And I understand if this is one of your favorite films and it's a classic, whatever, you might want to see that character portrayed but as soon as I remember Cinderella and the impact it had on my life, I was like,
It's just crazy to me. I got into a lot of arguments online with people because I wanted to explain to them how important it is for, just like in that Cinderella movie. I mean, when we were growing up, if you were white and you were a female, you could, I mean, up until recently, and even still now, if you wanted to go be a princess for Halloween, you would have Aurora and Snow White and Cinderella and Ariel and Rapunzel and Belle, and I mean, there's like a laundry list of princesses you could be, Elsa, Anna, and we only had Princess Tiana, which I love Princess Tiana and I love the Frog Prince, but low-key, she was a frog for most of the movie. It's so beautiful to know that this generation of kids will be able to go and watch this movie and they will see this girl with an undeniably beautiful voice, like such a unique voice, because that's the part of Little Mermaid that people forget. Her voice had to be so recognizable and so unique that a bitch with 8 tentacles and everything she could ever want would want to steal this voice from her, and that this prince would fall in love with her and just hear her singing and run out into the middle of the ocean or the beach. He was dead. He was dead. He was dead, and she revived him with a vocal run.
You're right.
Okay, and I just think that she came through, and that was it. Also, but her voice is just everything. And I saw an interview with Keke Palmer that said up until the last few decades, the most common role for African American actresses was to be the maid. Yeah. And so it's high time that they get to play the mermaid.
Facts. Facts. Okay, this is the last question, and I have something for you. Is it true that you dropped a TS7 clue in this video?
Sure. Yes. Several of them.
Okay, so.
Actually, I dropped 7 clues.
7 clues in this video, so look for them. This is for you as our first guest on Room Patrol Celeb Takeover. Now, when you open this gift, you can open it while I'm talking. When I went over to his house that night, he was literally making a huge pan of Rice Krispie treats, confetti style, and I was like, what is happening right now? It was huge. I don't know if you still eat Rice Krispie treats, and I know you're going on tour and stuff, but.
This is so funny. Where's my phone? We're going to an event after this, and I'm going to another set to do something else, because she stayed booked, and they asked me, what do we want to eat?
Rice Krispie Square, if they have those.
I sent this less than an hour ago.
I love that. Well, now you have a whole box.
And now I have a whole box. That is so extremely thoughtful of you. I cannot believe you remember all those details.
Well, I think that's just the impact you have on people. Like literally, I'm not even kidding. I've only met Todrick in person probably 3 times, and have only gone to his house once. And just all those memories from that one night of a span of like 6 hours still. So just
thank you. You're so sweet. This is really generous, and I love gifts that are from people who have clearly thought about it. It's not just like a teddy bear that has no meaning. This, first of all, means a lot to me, and it is going to mean a lot to my taste buds as well. And I don't know. That's just very, very sweet. I really appreciate that. That made my morning. You're so. If things don't work out with you and AJ,
I'm done. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Todrick, thank you so much for being here for a first ever. Oh, so listen. I know you're busy right now, but if you ever get some free time, because I've been, so you know Jake Dupree?
Yeah, of course.
He's been in your videos. So he just taught me and my best friend Drew burlesque for a Clevver video the other day. But if you ever get some free time, I would love for you to come back and teach us some choreography.
Yes, we will do a heels class, honey.
Because I'm struggling in the heels. I have my little black stilettos and it's not.
It's okay. We'll get there.
Pinky toes still
I'm wearing heels just because.
Which these are so cute, by the way.
Thank you. Stop. I just feel like they needed to be seen a little bit.
You know
what I mean?
Yes.
But absolutely, I'll teach you a class. And even if I'm busy, then I can still teach you. In fact, you should just come make a cameo in one of the videos. And then we could kill 2 birds with one stone.
Todrick, I swear to God, don't play with me right now.
I'm not playing with you.
Don't play with me.
I'm not playing with you. You don't play with me. And I'm trying to stay fit. I'm trying to look like you.
I can't do
don't
no
buy
splits
me no
on
more
trees. Don't let the fitness fool you. I can't do no splits. I am not flexible. However, I will definitely be in the video.
Okay.
But guys, you promise? Okay. I'm holding you to that. Thank you so much for watching. Before we let you go, I know I keep saying like you're busy. What exactly are you busy doing coming up?
Well, I'm going to be in Waitress in New York on Broadway from August 20th through September 15th, and then I'm going on a world tour, which I'm so excited about. The House Party World Tour, and the tickets are available at todrickhall.com. And I hope you are.
I need to get my tickets.
All right, I will. No, you don't need to get tickets. You just need to call me, and then I'll bring you backstage, and we could do a little number in heels.
Oh, I have my pink ones too. About to turn up. Guys, thank you so much. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, go to Todrick's website. website and get those tickets and support him because he is so talented. And we'll see you guys on the next Rumor Patrol Celeb Takeover.
Yay! Mwah.
But guys, before you go, because we're still here, we're not gonna sing again, at least I'm not. But click right over here to watch another episode of Rumor Patrol.
And also make sure you subscribe to Clevver.
yes!
Yes, God, yes, God, yes, God.